Hey, Shalom Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. I'm Priest and Officer Tapazar. Got Priest and Officer Abiar here with me. This is ISUPK Killeen's Sabbath service. We'll be going into Genesis 27, verse 36, dealing with Isaac, Jacob, and Esau. And with that, I mijum, which means to stand. We cross swords on the Sabbath service because nobody can come up on the podium unless they're first and foremost an authorized priest, and then their pedigree has to be stated before they come on the podium. So with that, state thy pedigree.
Call Kazab Ban Yahawah Ban Yasharala.
Call Kazab Ban Yahawah Ban Yasharala.
Yahawah Ban Shem Yashar Brakathum.
Yahawah Ban Shem Yashar Brakathum.
La Yasharala.
La Yasharala.
That means to Israel. All right, Sar Hakwadam, which means Sar Wa Hakwadam, which means to turn and face the east. The east is in this direction, directed to the back. We're gonna do the prayers.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Shabbat
Shemayah. Kodash. Hayah. Shemkah. Yahawah. Malatakah. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Asha. Baratazah. Kawah. Hayah. Bashemayah. Nathanaw. Lakum. Call. Yawam. Wasalaknaw. Kabawaknaw. Wasalaknaw. Kabawaknaw. Wala'ah. Tabya'anaw. Barasai one. A ball. Awashana. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wahala'a. Wahata Parat. La Awalamya.
Aman. In the English, our Father. Which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Yahawah. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
This is the power in the Hebrew. Yahawah. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Babukashah. Nathanaw. Hakat. La Pa'ah. Kal Makalah. Kal Manawa. Hakat. La Tahar. Ha Matazari. Hakat. La Hakwayam. Hamathium. Hakat. Al Rakawat. Hatama Allah. The Garsha. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The Wada Aman.
Yahawah. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
This is the prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahawah. Wa Yahushua. Wa Mayaka'ala. Wa Alahayim. Matazaba'ah. Alawab Yohana. Alawapya. Hasaranya. Hakwatazayanya. Hakakayim. Wahakwathia.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
The water Aman.
The water Aman in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai. And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Al-Hahari. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Azariah. Ma'am. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayim. Waratazah. Ayatan. Lamawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazarka. Al-Yah. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makara. Yashamar. Aknapaska. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'afka. Wabawa'aka. Ma'ata. Wa'ad awalam.
In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hill.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
My help.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore.
This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al Damayalaka. Al Takarash. Al Tashakwat. Al. Kayahana. Awiyabika. Yahama Yawan. Ra'ash. Al-Imaka. Ya'arayamwa. Sawadah. Wayatha. Ya'aytazawa. Al-Tazapawanka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakakidam. Magawa. Wala'ah. Yazakar. Sham Yashala. Awada. Kaya. Salakia. Nawa Tazawa. Laba. Yakadwa. Al-Yaka. Baryath. Yakarthwa. Ahoya. Adawam. Wayashamai. Alaham. Baryath. Yakarthwa.
Oh, it's
Mawa'aba. Wahagaria. Gabal. Wa'amawan. Wa'amalak. Palashah. I'm Yeshabia. Tazawar. Gomashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zarawad. Labunya Salah. Ashalaham. Kamadian. Kasaya Sara'ah. Kayabian. Banakal. Kwayashwan. Nishadmawa. Salakia. Bayandara. Hayawa. Daman. La'adama. Shayatamwa. Nadayamawa. Ka'ara. Wakazabak. Wakazamana. Called Nasa Yakamwa. Ashar. Amarwa. Nayarash. Lanawa. Af. Nawa. Alahaya. Shayatamwa. Kakwash. Lapanya. Rabaka. Ka'ash. Tabia Arya. Wakala Haba. Talahat. Haryam. Khan. Taradapma. Basa'irika. Wabasa Wapatka. Tabahalam. Mala'ah. Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa. Shamka. Yahweh. Yabashwa.
Wayabaawa.
Wayabaawa. Ayai.
Wayakapawa.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadawa.
Wayadawa.
Kayata.
Kayata. Shamka.
Yahweh.
Labadka. Al-Yawan.
Al-Karatazar.
Al-Karatazar. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O power.
Keep not thy silence, O power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O power.
And be not still, O power.
Below thine enemies.
Below thine enemies.
Make a tumult.
Make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate
have
thee.
lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said. Come.
And
let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel.
May be no more.
May be no more.
In remembrance.
In remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
We have discussed together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal.
Gabal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is also joined with them.
Ashur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
As unto Sisera.
As unto Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Like Zeeb.
Like Zeeb.
Yea, all their princes.
Yea, all their princes.
As Zabah.
As Zabah.
And as Zalmunna.
And as Zalmunna.
Who said.
Let
us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of the power.
The houses of the power.
In possession.
In possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like the wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
As the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them. With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble forever.
In trouble forever.
Yea, let them be put to shame.
Yea, let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou whose name alone.
That thou whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Sorry. Turn. You don't need a chart? A lot. Okay. All right, Yeshavia, which means to sit. Most High in Christ. Shalom, Israel. Like I said, we dealing with Genesis 27, verse 36, and this is basically the transition of power. Okay, the Lord decides who He wants. He chooses. You understand? A lot of times we feel like that we can choose the Most High, like it's up to us. A lot of it's crazy because human beings in general, but specifically our people, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we feel like because we live in America, we got options and choices. You know what I mean? It's like going to a buffet or something, and you see everything on the counter to choose from. And you're like, okay, I can choose this, I can choose that. And America really put that into the society to where it's like you got a whole bunch of choices. But when it comes to the Most High, you know what I'm saying? You really only got life or death.
Right.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not even really a choice. Like, there ain't no free will. You understand? You think because you can choose between, Captain Crunch and Frosted Flakes that you got free will. You understand? But like a fish in a fish tank, what free will does a fish in a fish tank have? Yeah, he can swim around. He can go tuck himself in like the little cave that they have for him, and he can eat flakes. You know what I'm saying? But he really ain't got no choice. Whatever he got in that tank, that's all he got. And us as human beings, the Lord put us on this earth. He put us in this world, and He made a choice. As a matter of fact, before we get into this, man, let me get that Romans 9. Because I want to explain this, because a lot of the times the way Christianity deal with this story of Jacob and Esau, it's as if they use it as let me tell you something about Christianity to make this very plain and simple. Christians make the Bible a book of excuses. You understand? It's like they'll say things like, well, Moses was a murderer. Jacob was a liar. What else who else they use? Oh, Paul was a murderer or something like that, right? And so they're not saying it in the sense of like the Most High will take somebody and raise them out the dust and change them into something new. They saying it like I could be a murderer or a liar and God still be down with me.
Right.
You understand? The Lord, the Most High hates sinners. He don't play with it, because see, like I say, we think it's just like, oh, I'm just choosing some pizza with some pepperoni on it. It ain't really a big deal. But to the Lord, you a person that's willing to destroy your entire nation and watch everything collapse because you just want some pepperoni today. You understand? Or, it's just to feel like, well, yeah, I married this dude and everything, but I ain't happy no more, so I want to move on to another man. You feel like that's your choice. And it's even got to the point where they've taken the natural instinct that a mother has away from a mother, to where she has justified in her mind that it's okay to be a murderer to her own child. Right. My body, my choice. This is what's taught to us as a people living under our oppressor. But the Lord didn't give us a choice. He gave us laws. You understand? The only thing that the Lord gave us was an inheritance, because He chose us. That's why Christ said, "You didn't choose me; I chose you." And I'm gonna be real with you: if the Lord ain't choose you, then you're not gonna be able to listen. If you in this place, it's because the Lord chose you, man. You know what I'm saying? You might think, "Oh yeah, I like these brothers and this and the third," and nah, man. Because let me tell you something: to be up in here, you can't you can't be no coward, man, right. And you can't be no hypocrite. You can't live one way. You know what I'm saying? And here, like how you do in the Christian church, and then live another way, you know what I'm saying, when you at home. The angels is watching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to feel paranoid, like, dang, how them brothers all in my business like that? We not in your business. The Lord in your business.
Right.
Right.
You understand? The Lord in your business, man. It ain't us. We don't know nothing. You understand? All we know is what the Lord gave us, man. But when you be feeling like, dang, how you speaking, and it's like hitting right in my situation? Because the angels, man. It's the Spirit of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, beholding the good and the evil. I ain't talking about how the Most High is everywhere, like a spook or something. It's because the angels are all over the planet, and they watching, and they sending them reports back up to the Most High. You know what I mean? Yeah, the sister, you know what I'm saying? She up in the she went to the club with the brother, man, and went to the bathroom and bent over, and she got married 3 times in the club last night. Then the reports going up, and one of the brother had HIV, but he had them white Air Forces on, you know what I'm saying, and in the chain on, and that's what she went for. The Lord getting the reports, man. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, this brother right here, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like he interested, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know, you know what I mean? He kind of still locked in with certain stuff. Okay, well, we're gonna see what's going on with that. We'll work with that. The Lord getting the reports, and I'm gonna tell you like this: if the Lord say, "Yo, I chose this brother," it don't really matter what come against you. You gonna be up in here, because I know when I came in, I didn't have a choice. I was like, I'm going to die if I don't come in here. I'll die. Did I mean like a physical death, or I knew what was gonna kill me? I didn't know. I just knew that if I wasn't in here, coming into this place to change my life, it was over with. It was over with for me, man. But the Lord got to choose you. And what we about to see right here is that in this scripture, you got that joint with Romans 9. I forget the verse. It's like before they were even born. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord chose blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? From the beginning. From the foundation of the world. And what's the foundation of the world? Abraham.
Right.
I ain't talking about Genesis. I'm talking about Abraham. Abraham is the foundation of the world, because what is the world? Is the world the earth? No. There's a difference between the world and the earth. All right, let me ask y'all a question. Is the world of basketball the same world of football? Is the world of baseball the same world of as NASCAR driving? Those are different worlds. When a mother has children, what does she say? Oh, my kids are my what? Right. My world. A world is is a society. You understand? It's the thing that you experience. And the foundation of the world is not the foundation of this earth. The foundation of the world is Abraham, because the Lord gave Abraham a promise, and he promised to give Abraham basically the earth and to give it to his children. That's the decision that the Most High made. And all the way down through Abraham's line, he made a distinction between who he chose and who he didn't choose. Go ahead and bring that out, Art.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 11. For the children not yet being born, neither having done any good or evil.
The children not yet being born, neither having done good or evil. What does that mean? He's talking about Jacob and Esau right now, what we about to get into. He said the children not being born, neither having done good or evil, meaning that they didn't even come out the womb yet. Go ahead.
That the purpose of God according to election might stand.
The purpose of what?
That the purpose of God according to election might stand.
What is an election? Ain't that what we got in America? Democracy. We vote, right? We don't vote in here.
Right.
But y'all who participate in the American democracy, y'all vote every 4 years, right? I don't know what it is for the local elections and like the Senate and the state and all that. How that's like every 2 years maybe throughout. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, an election is somebody who gets elected or chosen. The Lord said, but before they were born or had done any good or evil. See, a lot of y'all think that the Lord will choose or refuse based off of what you do while you're here. When it says before they were born, before they did good or evil. So before Jacob came into the earth, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, before Caucasians came into the earth, Esau, Edom, the Lord had already made a decision who he wanted.
Right.
Keep reading.
Not of works, but of him that calleth.
Not of what?
Not of works, but of him that calleth.
So it wasn't based on, listen, what do our oppressors love to do? Man, y'all talk about oppression in America. Well, then why do blacks kill each other? What are they trying to do? They're trying to accuse us.
Right.
They're accusing the brethren. And what are they trying to say? Well, look at y'all works. Why would God be with y'all? Why does God care about if y'all die or not? Why do Black Lives Matter? Y'all kill each other. Y'all are drug dealers. Who were the first drug dealers?
Right.
The British were going to China to get the opium and bring it back to America way before there was a black drug dealer selling crack. What's the movie with Denzel Washington? What's that mug called, man? American Gangster. You know what I'm saying? The mafia. They thought that he was they was tripping that it was a black man that had set up that what they call it, the Golden Triangle, from Asia, bringing in the drugs from Asia, the cocaine or whatever, the heroin from Asia to America. They thought it was had to be a white man first. Right. I mean, no black man in the history of the history of crime has ever done to this scale. They thought it was one of the five families.
Right.
Why? Because y'all were the first gangsters.
Right.
Y'all were the first drug dealers. Y'all were the first one who had the brothels. We didn't have that first.
Right.
Everything that you see a black, Hispanic, Native Indian man doing that's criminal in America, he learned it from his father.
Right.
That's why Christ said, "Ye are of your father, the devil."
Right.
He's talking about he's talking about who our spiritual father was. Our father is the Most High, but we had another father that raised us here in America, man, and raised us to be gangsters, prostitutes, drug dealers, to hate each other. When your brother look at you and he's ready to slide on you and lay you down, or he walk by, he don't want to speak, he mean mugging you. You know why he doing that? Because he's of his father. His father's spirit is in him. Because guess what? The oppressor hates you. So that spirit is in you. So you look at your brother and you hate him too. Because you have the oppressor spirit inside of you, not your father's spirit. That's why I say, man, if you love the world, if you love the oppressive society, then the love of the Father is not in you.
Right.
Because the commandment that came from the Most High is that you are to what? To love your brother as you love yourself. That's what we taught, man, by the Most High, brotherhood. So, like, keep reading that.
Verse 12. It was said unto her, The elder shall serve the younger.
The Lord said it. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are not going to be in power when Christ returns because we say it or because we deserve it. It's because the Lord did it. He called it. He said this is what it is from the beginning.
Right.
Go ahead.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Nah, God loves everybody.
Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Y'all teaching hate. Y'all teaching hate. God don't hate. Again,
Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Listen, the Lord said he loved so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and he hate the oppressor. That means man, woman, and child. The Lord hate them. And what does that mean? He ain't choose them.
Right.
So what we reading about here, contrary to what your Christian pastor teach you, that Jacob was sneaky, but God just dealt with him anyway because he was a liar and sneaky. No, man. The Lord chose this to take place. And Isaac's rib believed what the prophet told her. Right. So she made sure it was going to go down just like how the man of God told her. You understand? She ensured because she was a righteous sister that believed God. And when we say when you say y'all believe in God, if you're not listening to the prophets of the Most High, then you don't believe in God. Because the words of God only come out the mouth of the prophets. God ain't talking to you in your head. He ain't talking in your head. Because sis, if he was talking to you, you wouldn't be like, why do these sisters be on these videos, these reels? They posting themselves in their draw, shaking their behind, right? And then they say, they put up a little quote talking about a WYD. What are you doing? Oh, letting God do his thing. Good night. God ain't tell you to be up in that camera with your in your drawers. Right. The scriptures say you ain't supposed to reveal your nakedness to nobody. And for you men too. I know you've been raised in this country where being at the beach with your shirt off is okay. To the Lord, that's homosexual. It's telling you. Now, we didn't know that when we came in, we'd be with our shirt off too. We didn't know no better. Right. We was doing the same thing. But to the Lord, he said, you don't reveal your nakedness to nobody. To the public. You ain't out here with your shirt off. To the Lord, it's first of all, if you letting kids see you like that, it's that. Right, number one. If you letting other men see you like that, is that. And then you only your woman should be seeing you like that. Right. That's it. The world ain't supposed to be seeing your nakedness. And that's how messed up how messed up the oppressor got us. Where his spirit is in us. Where we see, because where did we learn about nude beaches from? Was it black people doing that stuff off top? No. It was the white man. Right. It was the white man. They made us believe that as long as we didn't have titties, right, Salakia, right, breasts, that a man having a shirt off was okay. It's not okay. Right. Not with the Lord. It's not. You know what I'm saying? But all that is in the law and our culture, and that's what we're here to teach y'all, man. But that's the spirit of the enemy. And this is why the Lord chose Jacob, because Jacob was what? Give me that real quick. Psalms 147. To my 19 and give me that real fast. Was that it on Romans 9? Okay, we're gonna read this and then we're gonna get into the Sabbath service. Salakia. I think 19.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147, chapter 19.
This is how you know the Lord chose Jacob. Go ahead.
He sheweth his word unto Jacob.
He showeth his word unto Jacob. Esau never got the word of the Most High shown to him. Right. When the Israelites came out of slavery, out of bondage in Egypt, and went to the wilderness, it was just a nation. It was just so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in that wilderness, in that desert. And he showed his word unto them. When you see white Caucasian pastors trying to teach the Bible, it's like the priest brought out yesterday in the La Shawan Kodash class. They got our records after the fact, right, and put their spin on it, right. But like the priest said, that's why when we go back to the original scripts, it communicates to us in a way of like, that's how we speak, that's how we communicate, that's how we talk, because right, he couldn't change the spirit of what was on our records or even how our language was written. You understand? So all these deceptions and lies, God loves everybody, God created everybody to be together. When you get into the records, you find out that's not true at all. Right. That God would separate the nations. He would separate everybody. Nah, I don't want you with them. Stay over here by yourself. We got mad at the oppressor had us segregated, And it tried to teach it to us like it was an evil thing.
Right.
When really, when we were segregated, that's when we was better off.
Facts.
We was just dealing with each other.
Right.
At least we knew who our enemy was, and we knew that we had to rely on each other. Integration made us what? It diluted us.
Right.
You pour a whole bunch of cream in some coffee, man. It ain't coffee no more. Now it's milk.
Right.
It loses its strength. So, like, go ahead, keep reading.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19. He sheweth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
He gave his statutes and judgments unto Israel. The structure for how the world should be put in order was given to Israel. That's how you know rulership was given to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, because the laws that are going to govern this world forever was given to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man.
Right.
It wasn't given to nobody else. And he about to tell you right here. Go ahead.
Verse 20. He hath not dealt so with any nation.
Meaning, he has not dealt so with the so-called Caucasian, the East Indian, the so-called Asian man, right? The so-called Pacific Islander, the Polynesians, the Guamanians, the Hawaiians. He didn't give it to them. He didn't give it to the Arab man. So all these other religions, we're not trying to hear about it. Buddhism, Islam, that's cool for them other nations, but he didn't give his laws to them. Right. He gave it to us. So it's not for us to go and run and try to learn from some other nation about, I have an open mind. I want to learn about all religions. Look, bro, we study the other religions only to show that they're inferior, and our culture smashes everything that they talk about.
Right.
Because our power created the heavens and the earth. And he only made them other nations to serve us. So let's go ahead and get into it. We in Genesis 27, verse 36. We're going to knock down these 7 verses. And then we're going to, go ahead and, wrap this thing up, man. Salaki.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 36 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar Hakaya Kora'a Shamwa Ya Iquab Waya Iquab Naya Za Ha'imium Ath Bakarthaya Laquak Wahana Aitha Laquak Bakarthaya, it's like Baraktaya Salakia Waya Amar Hala'a Atazalta Laya Baraka. Verse 37. Waya Ain Yatazat Waya Amor La Aisha Salakia Han Gabayor Shamat Yawa Laka Wa'ath Call Akyawa Nathaya Lawa La'ibadium Wadagun Watha Yarash Shamakatyawa Walaka Apawa'a Ma Aisha Banya. Verse 38. Waya Amar Aisha Al Abawan Abaraka Achat Hawa'a Laka Abaya Barakniya Gum Anya Abaya Waya Sha'a Aisha Kwalwa Wayabaka Salaki. Verse 39. Waya Ain Yatazak Abayawa Waya Amor Alyawa Hana Mashamnaya Harataza Yahaya Mawashabka Wamatal Hashemayim Ma'al. Verse 40. Wa'al Karabka Fachaya Wa'ath Achyaka Tha'ibad Wahaya Ka'ashar Thayarad. It's like a Thawyad Thaparakwat Awa Ma'al Tazawa Arka. Verse selected. Verse 41. Wayashatum Aisha At Yaikwab Il Habaraka Ashar Barakwa Abawan Salak Abayan Salaki Abayawa Salaki Waya Amar Aisha Balabwa Ikorabwa. It's like a Yakorabwa Yumya Abal Abaya Aharaga Ath Yaikwab Akya Wayagad La Rabakwa Ath Dabarya Aisha Bana Ha Gadol Wata Shalach Wata Kwara'a La Ya Slaki La Yaikwa Bana Ha Kwatan Wa the Amor Al Yawa Hana Aisha Akyaka Mathanakam Laka Laharagka.
That's 42.
Okay.
Yeah. If you can get that to the English, do you want it from here?
I get it right here.
Yeah. Now, sis, yeah, and Shalom on Christ, sis. So you said, Salakia, sir, segregation was meant to confuse us. Well, I would say integration was. You got to understand like the spirit of the oppressor, and he about to get into this right now. You know what I'm saying? But the oppressor is really like they're people, they're female dogs.
Right.
You understand what I'm trying to say? Like they're shameless, and they're weak, and they're crybabies. You understand? And so it's like a passive aggressive like partner, right? It's like they wanna be with you, but they really hate you. So it's like they're with you, but deep down they hate you. So it's like it's always like I need you to do this, that, and the third, but I got to deal with you. So it's like a way that they treat you. It's like, so in slavery, right? Was that segregation in slavery? Was it segregated? Nah, because we're on their plantations, we're working in their fields, in their mills. You know what I'm saying? In whatever industry that they had us to really build and set up, we're working for them, and we're the reason why they're able to on a worldwide level become an actual power in the earth.
Right.
Was off the. I mean, and really any empire that you can name, they became that because of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, whether you can believe that or not.
Every major empire was supported off of the slavery or of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We've served under every empire, and we've made every empire great. That's why, it was spiritual when Trump said, "Let's make America great again." Well, who made it great?
Right.
So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. How could you not be great? Imagine this. Imagine you. I wouldn't even say if you had a million people, right? Imagine you as an individual. You had 100 people that could work for you for free for not even 400 years, for 30 years,
Right.
for 20 years. 100 people, all they could do was work for you. And you don't even have to have a business. Let's just say that 100 people had to go to their jobs, go to a job, fast food, maybe one's is a computer programmer, right? And off of their check, they have to give you their entire check. Now, because they're giving you all your money, you build like a little small house for each of them on your land. But all their checks go to you. And you could do whatever you want, 100 people for 20 years. And all their checks come to you. Think about how far ahead you're going to be in the game as one person. An entire nation did this.
Right.
With all of our people. Do you understand? The amount of wealth. So when you go into an interview and they're looking at your resume and they want to see what your qualifications are, listen, I don't care about what they think about me. Because how are we lazy when this country was built off of their laziness?
Right.
He's about to read this to y'all. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna say that he respects it, but he doesn't even really respect it. He only respects it in his mind as a confirmation bias about what he feels he deserves. But he don't respect your slavery that our people suffered and was hung and murdered. He don't respect it now. That's why when you die now, it's like, okay, this person was, they smoked weed before. They have a history of doing drugs, or he had a history of domestic violence, as if that's a qualification for you to die and nobody should care about it. When that sister, oh my God, Salakia. When that devil went into Botham John's apartment and slaughtered him, they tried to find reasons to justify, like, well, he's on his chair eating ice cream in his apartment. Well, she was in the wrong place. She went to the wrong place. They found every reason to excuse her murdering that man. Now, I think she's still serving her time out, but the press was trying to find ways to make him the cause of why she went to his apartment.
Right.
They don't respect your blood.
Right.
But all they respect is blood. Now watch. Read in the English.
The book of Genesis chapter 27 verse 36 in the English. And he said, "Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these 2 times."
This is crazy. How are you complaining? Is he rightly named Jacob? How did he supplant you? You come in from hunting and you hungry, and he's cooking at the house. Right. He know, like, I ain't gotta go out there and sweat.
Right.
Like I told you, we're hustlers. We gonna try to find the practical way to do something.
Right.
I don't want to go out there and have to chase a deer through the forest and get all hot and sweaty and be stanky and funky when I get home, because I have the food right here. And what does that mean? I could get the grill, the goats and the cattle right here.
Right. Chop
this mug up, throw some steaks on the grill. The women are over here.
Yeah.
They gonna help me because he cooking some steaks. This gonna make some sides. It's gonna be a party at the house.
Right.
We gotta go out hunting to go find what we need. It's right there at the house for us. Right. He's a man who dwelled in the tents. That's Jacob's spirit. We're not out there trying to chase it like that. Right? You come in from the field doing that. And we at the house, everything already made. It's seasoned, cooked, ready to go. The beans been cooking since last night. Right? And you say you about to die of starvation. Like when the oppressor came to the shores of America on them boats, hunting for a new way of life, right? Their promised land. And who do they find? The Native Indians. And what do the Native Indians have? Corn in store, pumpkins, all manner of nuts and berries. And they had their deer meat already salted for the winter time. They had everything already prepared. and they knew the cycles of being over here in the Americas of how it worked, like to have their stuff stored up for the wintertime. They didn't go out in the wintertime and be hunting in the winter. They did all their hunting prior to that and had all their skins cut. And the Americans come here, we don't know what to do. We've been out here hunting. We've been over to crossing the Atlantic Ocean. We don't know what to do, how to survive. All right, cool. Y'all, we got some stuff for y'all over here. Right? We give y'all the help. We gonna read it. We ready to go. We already prepared it and have what we need. You are a hunter and don't know how to prepare anything because you always have to rely on us, on our people. During the pandemic, who are the essential workers? So-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. When things go left and when your hunting doesn't produce anything because you're a lust-filled bastard, right? What is saying, James? You lust and desire to have, but you cannot obtain.
Right.
That's the oppressor. Keep reading, Knock. Didn't nobody supplant you? You handed it over because all Jacob did was give you a deal. Hey, if you give me your birthright, I'll give you the bowl of soup.
Right.
I'll give you the pot of beans.
Right.
How did he supplant you? You said yes.
Right.
Ain't that what Donald Trump book called The Art of the Deal?
Right.
No, we the negotiators. We the hustlers. What do? We go on Foot Locker trying to get a pair of Forces or a pair of some J's, and we up to negotiate. Well, look, man, if I get like 2 pairs, let me get a discount for 30%. That's what we do. We up in there trying to hustle. What's that? The movie with Chris Rock trying to get the wings. He's talking about. Let me get like 10 for 5. How about let me get 2 wings for 30 cents, 25 cents a wing? We trying to work a deal out because we ain't trying to pay full price.
Facts.
But we know what we want, and so we'll negotiate and hustle to get it. You fell for the deal. How did he supplant you? You gave it up. And at the end of the day, the Lord chose Jacob. So it was never yours in the first place. You want to blame Jacob? No, blame the Lord, man. You hate Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and you want to murder us because the Lord chose us. That's the root of it all. That's where the hatred comes from. That's why Christ said, look, man, they hate you. They hated me before. They hated you. Because why? Look, Christ got chosen.
Right.
Keep reading, Knox. Salakia.
He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing.
Man, listen, the blessing came with the birthright. You cornball.
Right.
You crybaby. How you gonna have how you think you gonna give up the birthright and then have the blessing? The blessing come with the birthright.
Right.
Keep reading.
And he said, hath thou not reserved a blessing for me?
Because I went into this heavy yesterday. Have you not set aside a blessing for me? Yeah, he set it aside. It was set aside because you was the firstborn.
Right.
If you really cared about your birthright, why would you give it up for a pot of soup?
Right.
Stop crying. You weak. You're weak. You're weak. Don't throw them dice, and then when you lose you lose that knot in your pocket, you want to murder somebody.
Right.
That's the spirit of the oppressor.
Right.
Listen, don't cast lots. Put it down on the ground, and then when you knock and you out now you want to you're ready to pull out the burner.
Right.
And lay somebody down.
Right.
Don't be a crybaby, man.
Right.
Don't throw the dice. Stay out the game.
Right.
That's the spirit of your oppressor. You want to murder somebody because you threw the dice and you lost. Nah, man. That's on you. Go ahead.
Right. And if I could,
yeah,
sir.
please. Yeah.
And really, if you look at it, bottom line, Esau the one that's trying to supplant. Like he the one who's trying to be sneaky. Cause like you just said, he sold it, so it didn't belong to him no more. So
right.
Now he's trying to do something sneaky, trying to use pity and sympathy so that he can get something that he already sold for a price, and he already received his what he thought was more valuable. Salakia.
Real talk, and then to add on to that, right? You didn't give a damn about your contract with Jacob. You told Jacob, all right, you can have it.
Right.
Like how they told the Native Indians, yeah, y'all can have this place. All we want is this right here. How many treaties did the so-called oppressor break with the Native Indian? Over 500 treaties, and never kept none of them. Did we ever get our 40 acres and a mule? No. He don't mean nothing that he say. His words are as smooth as butter, but war is in his heart. He thought he would go up in there and get the blessing. Oh yeah, I made this deal. I said what I said, but I still get the blessing. That's how the oppressor feel. Yeah, I'm a liar. I'm a thief, but hey, it still belongs to me. I should still get what I deserve.
Right.
Keep reading that.
Verse 37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord.
What? Made him thy what?
I have made him thy Lord.
We're gonna rule over y'all. That's the end of it. That's the end of it.
Right.
Go ahead.
And all his brethren have I given to him for servants.
All his brethren. What is that talking about? That's talking about the Arabs, Moab and Ammon,
right.
All our relatives,
right.
All of our cousins, the East Indians, all of them are going to be our servants. Go ahead.
And with corn and wine have I sustained him.
Corn and wine as he sustained us. I ain't going to get into that. That's a little too heavy. But yeah, we sustain. Go ahead.
And what shall I do now unto thee, my son?
Like I've already given him the blessing. It's over with. It's a done deal. No matter how much they shoot us down in these streets and how much they don't want to give us jobs and they leave us in these projects and these subsidized housing, right? And we growing up having to share a bed with three of our brothers. One brother pissing in the bed. We gotta get the hand-me-down pants. You know what I'm saying? Eating the beans, the beanies, the beans and weenies and all that, man. Cereal for dinner. Do you know the CEO of Kellogg's was saying people that are poor should eat cereal for dinner and figure out a way to make it in this country? We was doing that out of necessity, and the CEO of Kellogg's was like, yeah, poor people should eat cereal for dinner. It save money. Damn. This is your oppressor. And he got that company, I guarantee you, off of the backs of Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
And then when they up on top, hey, well, y'all need to figure it out.
Right.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Pull your pants up, young man. Put on a suit and tie. Join our military. Go die for us. Don't fall for that okie doke.
Right.
That you have something to prove to them. They are thieves and bastards. Keep reading.
Verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father?
This is insane. Like the what they call that cognitive dissonance. He don't get it. He don't get it because the Lord ain't choose him. Go ahead.
Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Let me tell you how the bless me, even me also. You ever be at watch them videos where it be black folks and the oppressors, and it's like a dance going on, right. and we all on our rhythm. You know what I'm saying? And they try to find the beat.
Good night.
They cry out to the Lord, bless me also. Bless me too.
Right.
Give me some rhythm. I want to do what they do too. Like when they show like the black cheerleaders or the black drill teams, right. Then they show them, and they try to do what we do, and it just look off and corny.
Right.
In their head, we want to be like them too. They can't. He didn't give them the spirit. They can't. Go ahead, Art.
No, so like it, sir. It's like that video Officer Kazak Ahmad posted, you know what I'm saying, with the band solo.
Man, go ahead. Yeah.
Now it was so heavy because, you know what I'm saying, the whatever Southern band it was, HBCU, the brother was playing the trombone, man, and he was playing with so much spirit, man, and then you had some Marines come, you know what I'm saying, and they just, you know what I'm saying, like played it with a way where it's just so tasty. It's like you can taste the lack of seasoning that it had. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said.
And you know what's so heavy? Oh my! This brother just opened something up. Y'all know in the South, a lot of the credit for Southern food went to older white women first. What was the name of that white woman that was? Joe Muhammad went into it, man. She had like a whole thing where like she promoted Southern cooking, but she had all black cooks, but it was like she used the word like the N word, and then like they
Paula Dean.
Good night.
Paula Dean. I think she's out of Georgia.
Yeah,
historically, black women made the food good. Y'all be wondering like, well, damn, why is Southern food so good? And you know why? But it's somebody was associated with white women first because white women would serve would be having the dinners, but our women was cooking it and making it. You know what I mean? Right. So. Remember when Isaac asked Esau, he said, yo, go give me that venison and cook it the way I like? We thinking that Esau was cooking it. Esau ain't cooked nothing. Right. How do we know? Because Rebecca made the goat. Right. She went and said, go get me a goat out the thing. It wasn't even venison. It wasn't even deer meat. Dang. Rebecca went and made that goat like it was deer meat. Right. Rebecca seasoned that food. Esau would bring it home, and Rebecca would cook it and give it to Isaac. Or give it to Esau to give to Isaac. That's what happened. Because black women make it taste good. They ain't got no flavor, like the priest just said. Right. They ain't got no flavor. Except maybe, well, so I ain't gonna say that. I have had some Germans. The Germans be got a little something. I don't know what's going on with that, but probably all the black people over there in Germany. You know what I'm saying? They gave that skill set. You know what I mean? But no sweat. But they ain't got no flavor, man. It come from us. It come from us. Salakia, keep reading that.
Bless me, even me also, O my father.
I'm telling y'all, they hate y'all. They see our young brothers, our young warriors. The videos like where it'll be 3 cars and 2 brothers go and run and do a somersault over the cars. Right. Like they Goku or Vegeta or Trunks doing. Even I'm like, golly, goddamn, right. Brother. You know what I'm saying? Like doing flips and or standing verticals, just like it's nothing. It's nothing. And it's a game. It's a game to our people. We don't even be like, dang, man, really? I'm a superhero. Right. We be like, man, do some flips. I need some money though. Right. Like, we be worried about money that they print. And God gave us all this power and ability. Right. They hate you for that.
Right.
They hate you for that. That you're born with it. Go ahead, Salakia.
And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Hey, how come it ain't no White History Month?
Right. Good night.
What? All lives matter. He wept. He cried. Go ahead, Ak.
Verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Now this is what Isaac had told Jacob. Keep reading.
And of the dew of heaven from above.
This is what is this talking about? This is talking about rulership. It's talking about some other things too. We're talking about the dew of heaven. It's talking about the power of the air. Rulership in the air, like military power in the air. Right. But it's really talking about rulership over the earth. Now he gave it to Jacob, but he's giving it to Esau as well. Now keep reading.
Verse 40. And thy sword shalt thou live.
Now how now see, when the Lord, when Jacob got blessed by Isaac and was given the dew of heaven, there was nothing mentioned about a sword. Our rulership does not come from murder.
Right.
He's telling Esau the way that you're going to get the seat is through murder. Everything the oppressor has ever attained or acquired has been through murder, through the sword, through warfare, through military power. We as kids, when we would study history, like, dang, everywhere they go, it's like they just go and murder people and take over the place. Right. It's telling you right here. The history of the earth is in the scriptures. He blessed him with the sword. What does the oppressor pride himself on? His military. Right. His ability to kill. Right. He'll find a 1,000 ways to kill you. Biological warfare, chemical warfare, artillery, you know what I'm saying? Right. He's going to find 1,000 ways to kill you. Go ahead.
And shalt serve thy brother.
And you going even though you got all that military power, you still going to serve us. Right. You still going to serve us in the end. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
When did the dominion come? After the Dark Ages. When black people were in power in Europe, right? We were in rulership over what you want to call Europe. Right. And he broke the yoke off of our yoke on him. He broke it off, and during the Renaissance period, that's when they made their push. And that's when it's like they always want to call it the Enlightenment. Right. When the arts and the sciences came into being in the world. That's how we were taught. You learn about Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo and all these inventors. What's it? Sir Isaac Newton and all this. They make us feel like, oh, this is when gravity got discovered and all these physics and all this stuff. We knew about mathematics and physics way before then. You hear about that even dealing with what you want to call the Moors, which were Israelites. Some were Hamites or whatever like that, but for the majority, it was our people. We were ruling in Europe. That's why when you go over to like Switzerland or like those European countries, you'll see like little black statues up on these ancient cathedral buildings,
right?
And black paintings, like like we have on our walls right here, man. We were ruling in Europe. They knew that the disciples and the Israelites were so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They knew that. But they went through that Renaissance period where they were doing the whitewashing, changing the paints to white to put their mark on it. Because why? They had casted their yoke off of us and gained the dominion. And how did they gain it? Through war. Keep reading.
Verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith
he hated us because of the what?
Because of the blessing.
Dang, why these police want to kill us? Why they put up on Tamir Rice with a water gun and shoot him 50 times?
Right.
And he's 10 years old off of a phone call. It's a kid.
Right.
Like wouldn't even with us, right? We ain't got no love for our oppressor like that. We got no love. Right. But even us, even if we heard about that, we're not gonna pull out and just start. Hey, what you got there? Oh, okay. Hey man, put that down. Where your parents at?
Right.
Even us, we're not even gonna try to do that to y'all. But it's because you hate us because of the blessing. Listen, the oppressor doesn't even know why the hatred is there.
Right.
He just know I can't stand them.
Right.
With they rappity rap music and they hippity hip hop.
Right.
Hate them. Look how they dress. I can't stand them. Brother, they see you walking with that bop down the street with that smooth little walk down the street. All women turn their heads like, ooh, like all that. It's because that's the spirit of the Lord on you, man. They hate you because of the blessing. Keep reading.
Because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
Uh-huh.
And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
It's been in the mind of Esau. That's in his spirit to slay Jacob, man. It's in the spirit to slay Jacob. Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 42. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah. And she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself, purposing to kill thee.
What gives our oppressor comfort? Knowing that he's gonna kill you.
Right.
That's what gives him comfort. Listen, you out here suffering in your home. You got no money for no food. You need WIC, food stamps, TANF. That don't give him no comfort. He don't feel like, you know what gives him comfort? You dying.
Right.
When they see on the news that another black man got shot, yeah, that comforts me. We can still take y'all out.
Right.
When that brother who got hung in Georgia recently, Trevante, I think his last name is Hubbs. Trevante, they found in North Georgia, and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation said from our investigation so far, it's an isolated incident. They didn't say if it was a suicide or homicide. We know it was a homicide because Georgia historically has had over 438 lynchings. The only one that tops Georgia is Mississippi, which had like 560.
Right.
But Georgia was number 2 in lynchings. That's the spirit and the history of that state. And they told me it's an isolated incident. That gave them comfort.
Right.
You think there was a great appall, like, oh man, who murdered this black man in this wildlife reserve? Who did it? No, they like, yeah, we'll still put you on a tree. We'll still hang you up. General Muhammad gave an excellent analogy about how the oppressor looks at it when you are in his space. This is what he said. He said, it's like you coming home, for y'all who have pets or dogs, you coming home and the dog is at your table eating off a plate.
Right.
What you going to do? You going to be like, oh, well, the dog's at the table eating off the plate. I guess we just got to let him eat the plate now. You're like, what the hell are you doing at the table? What you here for? Get out. Whenever the oppressor sees you in his spaces, trying to get to where he's at, it's like seeing a dog at your table eating food.
Right.
Get off the table, and I'm about to beat you to where you know to never get on this table again. I'm gonna beat you to the point where you know, don't you ever do that again, and then get outside in the backyard.
Right.
And I'll bring you your water when I feel like it. Your dry dog food when I feel like it. That's how he sees you. Well, man, won't they ever just have they keep shooting us? It's like they don't care. You trying to plead, rationalize, come up with logical arguments. I've been seeing these brothers like on the economic side trying to explain stuff on their little media runs about the disparities for blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, as opposed to our our counterparts, the oppressor, trying to give an explanation. Don't you know that Malcolm X and Martin was doing this 50 years ago, trying to explain this stuff, or other black thinkers? They don't care.
Right.
They don't care. Because the only comfort they get is knowing that they can take your life and there's no punishment. When a police officer kills a black man, he gets put on administrative leave with pay. Not only are the police officers comforted, but their society is comforted. Like, yeah, we could take their lives, and I got comfort in that.
Right.
But listen, they don't even care about the Tesla stock being at whatever price it is, or Facebook being at whatever price it is, or the New York Stock Exchange being up 30 points. That don't give them comfort. Their comfort comes from knowing that they can kill you.
Right.
If you try to seek their friendship and seek their peace, you're making a terrible mistake.
Right.
You better. The scriptures say, "Never trust thy enemy."
Right.
For as the rust is wiped away, so will his wickedness return. That sister we got on the wall, I got to get her name. She was spending the night over at some oppressor's house, some female oppressor's house. It was 7 of them and 1 of her. She ended up dead in the pool the next morning.
Right.
And they come to investigate. We don't know how it happened. It's 7 of y'all, and she's the only one dead in the pool. And y'all don't know what happened? Never trust thy enemy. For the sisters out there tomorrow, oh, look at Travis Kelce. Don't want to marry a black woman. You ain't supposed to be with him anyway.
Right.
Why y'all even talking about that?
Right.
You sisters out there talking about how the oppressor treats black women more gentle. Do you not see these videos of how they be calling them all these bywords? How they I don't even want to get into it. What they're into, tying them up and putting stuff in their mouth with garbage and doing all type of evil to them. But y'all love that. Y'all love that. No, listen, your oppressor hates you, and he's going to show you he hates you, whether he's in a romantic relationship with you or not. It's a hatred there.
Right.
That's why all that ancient stuff come out. Yeah, when I rub your hair, it's like picking cotton. And you say, oh, isn't he funny? Isn't he silly?
Good night.
Y'all got to grow up, man. Y'all got to come back to our culture, man. You understand? Esau is a wicked bastard.
Right.
He's a wicked bastard, man. You understand? And he's a crybaby. And let me tell you this. You don't need his love because you have the Most High's love, man.
Right.
And all we got to do is love the Most High back it's not an emotion or a feeling. You know what I'm saying? Or like in the Christian church, they think showing love to the Most High is like doing spiritual dances.
Right.
Like the meme dances and all that. Pop locking for the Lord. The Lord don't need that from you. He wants you to keep his commandments. That's what the scriptures say.
Right.
Someone give me that real quick before we go, so because I want to prove all things. I think it's in 1 John.
Yes, sir.
You want to know how to love the Most High? He don't need you dancing for him. He don't need you singing for him either. You know who taught you that? The oppressor.
Right.
Because him knowing that he can kill you, what he want to do for you then? What it say in Babylon? They desired of us a song.
Right.
Right.
The white man wants you to sing for him. The Lord don't want you to sing for him. He's a man of war. What does a man of war want to hear some singing for?
Right.
He wants you to be a warrior. He don't want you to be up there singing. And let you talk. You're singing about how he gonna destroy your enemies. You got that?
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God.
What's that?
That we keep his commandments.
No, that we sing songs.
That we keep his commandments.
That we do the mime dances.
That we keep his commandments.
That we sell chicken dinners and catfish dinners at the church. That's the love of God.
That we keep his commandments.
That we sing in the choir.
That we keep his commandments.
Under an effeminate or sodomite choir director.
That we keep his commandments.
Keep his laws. That's how the Lord know that you love him. Keeping his commandments. He don't want to see all that stuff. The Lord ain't emotional. Like he don't need you to like you be having these feelings like awesome. Christianity teaches you to have feelings like, I'm covered in the Lord's love. Brother, that is effeminate and homosexual.
Right.
Right.
The Lord is not wanting to do that to you. Listen, when the Bible says, the scripture said that the Spirit of the Lord came on Samson. You know what Samson did when the Spirit of the Lord came on him? He took a jawbone and killed 1,000 Africans.
Right.
Hamites, crushed their heads.
Right.
He wasn't like, Lord Jesus. No, he was going to war.
Right.
Brother, when you feel like I'm about to lay something down.
Right.
That's the spirit of the Lord.
Right.
It's war. Let's get that Exodus real quick. Exodus 15:3. So y'all know the spirit of the Lord. He gonna tell you what he on. It's real quick. When Gideon, David had the spirit of the Lord. Now listen, David was battling them harps. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you can't play instruments, and if you got the talent to sing, you can't sing. But I'm just saying, sing to your woman.
Right.
Real talk.
Because you want that quabah. Sing to her. Because you're trying to get that box.
Right.
Sing to your rib. The Lord cool with that. He like that. Yeah. Harmonize to her, brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to send you some warriors from the fourth dimension.
Right.
Fill up her womb. Yes. Sing to her. But don't sing to the Lord, brother. Listen, if a brother was singing to you, how you going to feel? You might, brother, you good?
Right.
You all right?
Right.
Ain't you going to say that? Then how are you more of a man than the Most High?
Right.
If a brother started dancing for you, hey, man, what's going on? What's going on? What you going to say? Brother, what? You all right? You good?
Right.
You Tawab? Are you more manly than the Most High? Now you coming into now you understand it. If you want to pop lock for your rib, go ahead. But I ain't pop locking for her.
No.
She gonna have to pop lock and drop it. Never mind. Let me stop. Was it pop lock and drop? For me.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name.
Who that? What's that? Matt Kurt? What that say? Matt Kurt? Hey, Matt Kurt, man. Yeah, you right. You right about that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you a brother. I'm hoping you a brother. Yeah, some of our people want the acceptance from the white. We need to stop. Yeah, and that fake narrative. You right, brother. You absolutely correct. I'm sorry. I go ahead.
Sir. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
A man of war. And brother, let me tell you something, man. You can see that on a brother. It's just in his countenance. It's like this brother's a warrior. You know what I mean? He wants you to stay like that all the time.
Right.
Like to where, like, I know it must be terrifying for other nations to be amongst our people because we look like we ready just to go lay down everything.
Right.
But really, we chill. We really ain't on that kind of time, but we look like that because the Lord put his spirit on us, man. And when you see us, it's like, dang, what's up with this? But it's like lions being among lions. The lions amongst lions, we ain't tripping.
Right.
But if some hyenas or some gazelles walk by, like, oh God.
Right.
And we really ain't tripping until it's time to eat.
What's up?
And I'm gonna be real with you. Right now, under Command General Yohana, we out here, it's time to eat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Salakia. So with that, we're gonna close out this morning. Oh, okay. What's the question?
The question is, so like I said, I was having technical difficulties, but I had a question on the topic of the nations. Most nations won't deal with we don't deal with contributing to our oppression. When it comes to Pacific Islanders, Hawaiians, et cetera, did they contribute to our oppression?
No. That's an excellent question, sister. Well, I'm gonna be real with you. I was a contractor in the military, and I'm gonna be honest with you, not all of them, but a lot of Japheth, or like, especially in military towns, the ones that join the military, they get the spirit of the oppressor in them.
Right.
So they start to identify with the oppressor, and they talk the same talking points that they talk. Like when any foreigner comes here, why don't y'all take advantage of the opportunities that y'all have? Why y'all complaining? We came here with nothing. You just need to put your work in and stop making excuses and being a victim.
Right.
But have we ever served under Japheth? No. Have we ever been under oppression from them? No. And the scriptures say that Japheth is going to dwell in the tents of Shem, meaning that we can't have relationships with them and from a marriage standpoint. They're still considered a heathen to us, but because they never really did us any real harm, like as far as like from a slavery standpoint, they're gonna have the least harshest judgment when Christ comes back, and they'll be the ones that we'll let watch our kids and be in our kitchens and stuff like that. Like we'll let them be closer to us than as opposed to the other nations. Like ain't gonna be no devils in our house washing dishes. They're gonna be in them fields. You know what I'm saying? With their back stripped. You know what I'm saying? But so that's the answer to that question. We don't have the same. I don't know what the word is, but they're not gonna. They won't suffer the same way. They are gonna be our servants, but they'll be like, I guess, what you want to call like the house heathens. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't really do us bad like that. But they're the only ones. And the scriptures say that Japheth shall dwell in the tents of Shem, meaning that they'll be in our homes. We'll allow them in our homes to be around our kids and stuff like that. Okay. So, was there any more questions? That's it. No sweat. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and close out the service. We're gonna salute the Torah. Amijam. So get that. Yeah, go ahead, young man. Get that. I bet you it's that sister. Or maybe it's Konaz. I don't know. Hey, sis, how you doing? Shalom. That's on Christ. So we about to salute the Torah. So I just get it's all good. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakiyah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakiyah.
Yep, just turn it over there. So, step up. Like this. All right, so Shabbat. Barak. And on the turn. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shah. Barakiyah. Just step up. All right, so Sar Wahak Bidum, which means to turn and face the east. You can go ahead and close out with the prayers. The baby's okay, sis. Sis, the baby's okay. They can sit, unless you want to. Yeah.
We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa.
Oh, it's like it. We facing the east, sis. Sorry about that.
All right, this is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Quadash. Hayah.
Shemka. Yahweh. Malatwaka. Taba'ah. Ratazai. Hayah. Aisha. Baratazai. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Yatanlanaw. Lakam. Call. Yawam. Wasalak now. Kabawath now. Kasalak now. Wala'ah. Tabia'ah now. On the side one. A ball. Awashaya now. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wahala'ah. Wahatapara. Ya'awalam.
Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
This is the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Nathanawa.
Nathanawa.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah.
Kal Makalah.
Kal Makalah.
Kal Madawa.
Kal Madawa.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Ha Matazari.
Ha Matazarium.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Lahakwayam.
Lahakwayam.
Hamathium.
Hamathium.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Arakawah.
Arakawah.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah.
Nagarsha. Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai.
Wada Aman.
Wada Aman. In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the
The
power.
power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is the prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazaba'ah.
Matazaba'ah.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Ha Alawapya.
Ha Alawapya.
Hasaranya.
Ha Saranya.
Hakwa Tazayanya.
Ha Kutanya.
Hakar Yayoyim.
Hakar Yayoyim.
Wahakwathya.
Wahakwathya.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai.
Wada Aman.
The Wada Aman. In the English, bless you Yahweh.
Bless you Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahana.
Commanding General
The
Yahana.
generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahahari.
Ahahari.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azariah.
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 Azariah. Ma'am.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Ayanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yam
Yam Yunka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarab.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Makara.
Makara.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Atnapashka.
Atnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'aska.
Taza'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Ma'ata.
Ma'ata.
Wa'ai awalam.
Wa'ai awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth Israel
Behold, he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al Damayalaka.
Al Damayalaka.
Al Takarash.
Al Thakarash.
Wa Al Tashakwat.
Al Tashakwat.
Al Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayabika.
Awayabika.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Rayaash.
Rayaash.
Al Amaka.
Al Imaka.
Salakia. Ira Yamwa.
Ira Yamwa.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wayatah.
Wayatah.
Ya'ai Tazawa.
Ya'ai Tazawa.
Al Tazapawanka.
Al Tazapawanka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magawa.
Magawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasharal.
Sham Yashal.
Awada.
Iwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Tazawa.
Nawa Tazawa.
Labah.
Labah.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Al Yakar.
Al Yaka.
Bariyat.
Baryat.
Yakarthwa.
Yakarthwa.
Al Hala.
Al Hala.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wa Yashamai.
Wa Yashamai.
Al Salaki. Alayam.
Alayam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagarium.
Wahagarium.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashath.
Palashath.
Anyashabia.
Anyashabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawa.
Zarawa.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Ashalaham.
Ashalaham.
Amadyan.
Amadyan.
Kasa Yasara'ah.
Kasa Yasara'ah.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kwayashwan.
Kwayashwan.
Neshadmawa.
Neshamawa.
Bayan,
Dara,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Laada Amar,
Shayatamwa,
Nada, Yamuwa, Nada Yamuwa, Kara, Wakaza Abba, Wakal
Tazamanai,
Call Nasa Yakamwa,
Ashar,
Amarwa, Naya Rashad,
Lanawa, Nawa,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa, Kagogla, Kakwash,
Lapanya,
Rawaka,
Kaash, Tabia Aria, Wakala Abba, Talahat, Haryam, Khan,
Daradama, Basa Arika, Wabasa Wapaka,
the Bahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham,
Falawan,
Wayaba
Kwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa,
Wayaba Awa,
Wayaba Hawa,
Ayai, Wayakapawa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadawa, Kayata, Shamka, Yahweh,
Labatka,
Al Yawan, Al
Karatazah. In the English, Psalm 83. Keep not thy silence, O power.
Hold not
thy peace. And be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies. Make a tumult. And they that hate thee. Have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, let us cut them off. From being a nation. That the name of Israel. May be no more. In remembrance. For they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. Gobal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Do unto them as unto the Midianites. As unto Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kasson. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb. Like Ziel. Yea, all their princes. As Zabah. And as Zalmunna. Who said, let us take to ourselves. The houses of the power. In possession. O my power. Make them like a wheel. Like the stove before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood. As the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. In trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou whose name alone. Is Yahweh. Art the most high. Over all the earth. It's like you breathe. All right, Sar, you turn and face the front. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the Akim, to the brothers. All right, men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah. Yazamatar. When Sar turn and face the sisters. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Aladam B'Hashem Yahushua. It's Yahweh, Shamar, Alathan, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. What we said in the Hebrew is may the Lord watch over you and keep you in the name of Yahweh Shai, which is Christ. All right? Yadimata, class dismissed. I'm sorry, sis. Hey, so, because you heading back out when? Oh, you out of here.
Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th Annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Gathered on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.